Hello and welcome back. We will be continuing our Italy run, which has been done entirely on stream up until now, so there aren't an organized sort of playlist for it, but we will be continuing this run now. We're the number one GDP, we're the number one great power, also the number one GDP. We have 1.1 billion GDP, around 5k construction. That's kind of the rough overview of the state of affairs. Our goal is going to be getting the rarest achievement in the game currently, which is Broken Promises, which is as Italy join a diplomatic play against two of your allies, and so this is going to be kind of our only goal here. We don't really need to expand, we're already pretty caked up, we can kind of do whatever we want. We will of course try and win that war, and we have decided that probably the best sort of way to do this is to ally with someone who already has two allies, and I believe the alliance matrix we're kind of going to be going for is we need to get France as an ally, and then another either Germany or the United States as our allies, and so this is going to be the plan. France really kind of hates us right now, though. If we come take a look, they are conciliatory, but they are pretty cold, and so we will be trying to drag our way up into good relations with them, and so we'll be trying to maybe avoid wars with areas in which they have a strategic interest. Might take us a little while, but I think that we have to try and ally with the GP, because fundamentally, GPs are the only ones really starting or getting involved in a ton of plays most of the time, and so this is going to give us an actual opportunity to try and join a play against our two allies, and so we will try and have an alliance triangle with one of them or with two of them. This is currently what kind of looks good. Great Britain hates our guts like really hard, and so it also looks relatively good in terms of the diplomacy like matrix in terms of rivals, because they are rivaled with the UK and Russia, as are we, and you know, they are one of the few with like multilateral alliances, although maybe we could go for Russia, UK to be our allies, but I think this is a little optimistic, and then that kind of just leaves these as the great powers that we can, you know, form with. If Great Qing had an ally, if Spain had an ally, if Bengal had an ally, this would maybe all look kind of good. I guess maybe we could join with Spain, but Spain, the problem is they're not going to have that many plays. Bengal doesn't have an ally themselves, and they do not have an ally themselves, although they do have a defensive pact with us, which is nice. So we're just going to unpause and have a little bit of a go. We have a really full up queue with a ton of stuff in it, so we'll just be continuing on that way. As far as research goes, we are going NCO training currently. We kind of got all the really good techs over here, but we'll just probably, we also demanded subjugation before the unpause. We'll probably just go NCO training into, you know, more advanced military, and look to make use of the fact that we can natural spread stuff pretty well. Something like this. Trade agreement with Bengal, we will accept, of course. We have a ton of bankrolls going, but we checked them all, and we kind of, you know, did everything we could in terms of these. We are trying to improve relations, expand the customs union. Notably, we have a huge customs union that includes Great Qing, which is going to be very important. Now, we could start a play ourselves, but I think what we're going to do, we have a relatively high amount of infamy right now. What we're going to do is we're just going to join a play with France and Germany, just to try and improve our sort of relations with them. We don't really need to fight in here, but we will fight anyways, because, I mean, Luigi's up to the task, as he always is. We'll just send him on over there to handle that. We had a bunch of construction at the front of the queue. We've put on an extra 1k construction. We're still making a ton of money. And so we will kind of look to play a little bit tight in that we will look to expand construction quite a bit, I think, you know, to try and make use of this. We will mainly look to, we have, these areas have been incorporated for some time. Let's make them all like 15-ish multiples of whatever. That'll be at the back of the queue. It's a pretty big queue. We're also going to be adding a lot of military. Military is not important, but I do think it makes people more like us more. And see, our attitude has changed to genial because we're getting a huge positive bonus because we're on the same side of a play, and we are trying to get a little bit better with France, although maybe this is not going to be possible. I'm not sure. You know, it would be also hard to try and get these relationships good from -100, which is a bit harder. But maybe we could get an alliance with Russia. We really have to try and find 2 people who are allied together. That way we can join against 2 of them at once, I think. And so this is a little bit tricky. Looks like we will do all the heavy lifting over there in this war. Notably, once they get to positive relations, we can just bankroll them. But this is going to be the harder one. Hopefully, we were hoping that by us being genial, they might put in improved relations. This would be nice. Spain is embargoing us. Let them cook. Alright, they can cook. I think it kills an admiral. Spain is antagonistic, you don't say. But overall, we will be kind of just, you know, cruising on along. I mean, we should add a ton of construction. Like a ton of construction. Yeah, we're gonna add some here. And Tripoli as well. Maybe not in Sinai. But certainly in New Italy. That's the name of this region, New Italy. We put that all at the back of the queue. I suppose we could crank it to the front. We have a bunch of universities, a bunch of barracks, a bunch of stuff in this queue. Which was really prepped before we even loaded it up and prepped it even a little bit more. Modern port is nice. I mean, we have a bunch of excess oil. We could go for this. But I don't think we need to at this point. We will just kind of take a look through here and try and make sure we are 51ing buildings. You know, we see that in Ecce, in Tuscany, we have like a level 27. This is terrible. We should always be trying to 51. And we'll just kind of do that with several of these. Preferably ones that are closer to home, because we would rather build up tall there. And we get a little end to this war. Now, we can do a war of our own. We are a little bit infamous, but just slightly. But I think that we want to get down off of that. These guys will stop. Yeah, they will switch to being belligerent. And maybe there's just not really a good way to get them out from being a belligerent. They're threatened by our infamy. They have cold relations with us. And importantly, they want to conquer states from us. I'm guessing they want Savoy. Maybe this is not the matrix we're looking for. But the problem is we got to find someone who has an ally. And form an alliance with them. Maybe it's even Scandinavia. Unfortunately, let's try and improve relations with Spain. Maybe we can get something going in that front. Liberia wants a defensive pact. No, thank you. I don't think we have any really small subjects we can annex. We can annex Morocco. We can annex New Granada. This won't really do too much. Construction's up a little bit more. We will come back in and we will continue looking to build up to economies of scale here. Abruzzo as well is kind of in the home areas, so we'll just put that up. These are building up quite nicely. Are they really profitable? They are super profitable. Are they fully employed though? Who knows? Sardinia has a bit of labor, so we'll just drop a 51 here. We'll add a few railways at the front. We have like several hundred things in the queue, so we're just cranking along quite nicely. Added about 1,500 construction so far. Just a little bit, it looks like we weren't doing the best job of things in terms of the 51ing buildings front, but of course we were playing on stream, where we actually just generally make a lot of mistakes. You can feel free to stop in sometime if you want to see us make some mistakes. These are really profitable, I think, because we just researched houseware plastics in particular. They're probably under-constructed relative to the valuation of that PM. Oop, we build an extra one here. So that'll be good there. And then for these, we will also look to 51 places that are incorporated, preferably close. But these are a little too good not to 51. And we are incorporating them, although we are going to prefer, you know, close to home on these. We have construct the Panama Canal. I don't think we have the Panama Canal. I think someone else has it, if I'm not mistaken. We could host a grand exhibition. Haven't used this event too much. I mean, we're not planning on acquiring a lot of infamy here because we like really don't need to. You know, just trying to pull people into our market, dominion them, puppet them, etc. And so maybe we do host this thing. We'll see what that happens. It's been a while. I know that we didn't do too well the last few times we've hosted it, but we're mainly going to be playing the good guy here. Having breaching in the market is also just absolutely tremendous because we've siphoned off so many pops. I believe 10% roughly of our the people in our country are Han, and this is even after including the fact that we're assimilating them into being Italian. So well over 10% have been from there already. What is this? With the imminent opening of the exhibition, we prepare ourselves for visitors wanting to return with a small piece of it. We can get weekly, plus 15% weekly innovation gain multiplier for production. Oh, for the specifically the text, for either production or for... What is NAT spreading to us? It looks like only military is NAT spreading to us. And we could just do the one for production, and maybe we don't need NCO training. Maybe we'll actually make use of this and go plastics here for the extra 15%. We love to see it. Probably better to go NCO training in a vacuum, but we'll just make use of it so we feel smarter. It seems like a good strategy. Still making a bit more money than we'd like to, but we've gotten it down quite a bit, and the GDP is rising along with that. We're up about 2k construction so far on the episode. And we do have a little bit of more construction sitting in there somewhere. We're going to quickly go through our bankrolls. Actually, we're going to use the... this thing has shown itself to not be always 100% accurate, but it is a little bit simpler for us. So we have an obligation with Argentina and Bengal. And so let's take a look and see if we can use it to invite them to customs union. We can. Big, nice. And Argentina, change to our customs union. You'll do it for free. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, tragedy. Indochina has some problems. Ooh, Italian infamy increases by 5. Let's just pay the enormous sum of money. We'll do the left, I guess. And now with Bengal in our customs union, that is a big one. Now they don't have an alliance. If they had an alliance, we could consider trying to use them, but no alliance here. Germany's cleaning up their borders. They're not going to be dad-bod Germany no more. We do get a little bit of lag zooming in. Are they damaging relations? Please say no. They're not. Perfect. So we can slowly improve, and we're not really doing anything negative at this point. We could try and protectorate some people. Just going to quickly go through our bankrolls. I don't know why we're damaging relations with White Clots on here. Wait. Okay, no, we're bankrolling them. But why are we bankrolling them? Why can't we invite them to our market? The hell? I guess we'll stop bankrolling them? I'm not sure what this is about. I guess we will... Oh, we're already bankrolling them. Why can't we invite them? That's so weird. We'll just keep bankrolling them because it's actually really cheap. We can make Switzerland a protectorate. I believe this will accrue us quite a bit of infamy. 5.5. So we won't do it because we'll be over 25 if we do that, but we'll keep in mind that we can do it with Switzerland. Yeah, we have a ton of oil potential, which is, and it's very, very cheap in our market currently. Oop, yep, we did pass fertilizers. I mean, we could even use the fertilizer PM, but I don't think we want to. The fertilizer PM that uses oil, because we would want to swap off of it. Would chainsaws even be? No, chainsaws is like the worst PM. I actually think that they messed up the math on it. I think they don't want it. Oh, we have Sigmund fucking Freud at the head. Let's go, baby. China's doing, or sorry, France is doing a decent volume with us. And they start, play against us. This is not ideal. What is this play? Maybe we just back down? Shikoku? They want to conquer a portion of Japan. Whoa, I forgot that Germany had this. So, this is a pretty fat alliance matrix against us too. Looks like we can get China to help us. This is certainly not ideal. This might make the entire premise of this rather difficult. I'm just trying to think here. The entire premise of coming back to this was that we would be able to try and get a triple alliance and then betray. But if France hates us, and we've already really burned the bridge with both Great Britain and Russia, this will be difficult. And so maybe this is better saved for another Italy run, where we don't do this. It's a bit unfortunate. Was really hoping to pick up this achievement. But yeah, I think this is just going to be another Italy run type of thing. I mean, I think we could win this war if we want to win this war, and perhaps that'll be a fun little thing. But there's not much point at the end of it. This is actually be a really hard war, looking at it. But I think we can win it. 15k... 30k total. We don't really have the power projection. I think we do have the GDP for this, though. Oh, maybe we don't even have the GDP for it. I mean, maybe if we release Occitania, they actually... We could release Occitania and Lombardy and Venetia and Croatia, maybe? I mean, this is going to be a tough war, but... Alright, first of all, let's find and see if we have any... No, we have no military in the queue. Okay, so this is what we have got currently. But we could, of course, acquire more. We can always build more military. We can build a lot more. I think we have a decent chunk down here. But we can really, really crank out these. And so I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll just get everything up to 50 that's in the Italy HQ. And I think that once we release Occitania, maybe they won't want our territory anymore. And we just won't accrue any infamy here as well. Gotta keep it an even number, so... We're actually gonna need probably a lot more military. God. Alright, so we're actually just gonna... bring everyone up to 60. That is in this HQ. Or we're gonna misclick and bring everyone up to 60. That's in every HQ. But I think that, yeah, this should be enough soldiers to fight this. Oop, we did one extra on Sicily. Shame on us. Apulia and Piedmont are here, and then Gondar and the other one are in the other HQ. But we've compartmentalized pretty nicely here. I think we do not have... Yeah, we don't have any extra. And it's going to be trench on trench. So we're not going to really need NCO training for a hot minute. This is going to be trench on trench. So I guess we're just going to stick in on defense and look to work through with landings primarily. We're going to send our biggest boyos. We're actually going to mobilize everyone. And activate the conscripts in both the Italy and the Ethiopia HQ. We might need to activate our conscripts everywhere, but we'll start with these guys. And is this play against us, or is it against... Yeah, it is against us. We could always give them what they want. Shikoku. I don't think we want to do that, though. Remove this guy over here. Move this guy over here. And let's see if we can move a small guy from each front. Or to each of these as well. And that'll bring a lot of soldiers that are going to be defending there. Then we're going to take this guy. Move him over here. And he'll be able to push there. Hopefully he doesn't bring too many guys to bear there. Usually they apply a pretty decent chunk to here. So we'll be ready for that. Or we'll try and keep the eye on that. We'll just set in mostly on defense. And we are going to need more generals. I think the woodland guy can go here. Something like this. We'll slow down the speed just a tear. And we will get ready. We'll also recruit another general. Okay, we can recruit several in this HQ. And then we can also promote a bunch up as well. So we'll take a look at which one of these guys have expert defensive strategist type of ones. And we'll just look to promote them up quite a bit. And then does anyone else have defensive? Defensive is really what we care about here, because it is the trench v trench metagame here. No, none of you. You're offensive. And Intelligentsia will promote you up. And the 3 guys we have at home, we will probably triple land into somebody. Just not sure who. Unfortunately, we are facing the USA as well, I think. Yeah, this is just an absolutely fat alliance matrix. They don't need us to be their allies. But I think... Why do we only have 60 maneuvers remaining? Because we picked up their thing? God, that's so... Alright, we're gonna try and fight this and see if we can do... Liberate Occitania as the primary war goal here. And then I'm guessing China will be swayable for returning Shandong. And so we'll do that. And then we'll have to see what else we need to do. Wow, why does this event give so much infamy? It's pretty obnoxious. Ill-advised. We will make sure we're paying... Yeah, we are paying them a bunch. We might even want to increase... even more our military. Yeah, they always put so many guys in on this. Interesting. We're gonna look at recruiting another general here. But we maybe want to recruit one in the Ethiopia HQ. We'll recruit that guy. I think we'll also just 50 this here. And stick this guy, we'll promote him a couple times and stick him on defense here. This trench, do have to be a little bit careful. Why did our guys get unassigned? Or they are assigned? Okay. Germany's damaging relations. Well, we don't like that. We could sway 2 people. And so, offer return states probably the way to go. Return Beijing. And then we'll also see about swaying Russia, which will help out quite a bit. Actually going to add more barracks. We can afford it, and I would really like... This war is actually big spoopy because it's against 3 GPs. And we're not like ungodly out in front. We're not like 1K infamy slanging out in front. You know, we're just pretty clearly in front here, but we do it. 5 GPs is a lot. Or sorry, well, 5 GPs is a lot, but I meant 3. So I think we'll kind of be roughly doubling the size of our military here over the course of all this. Oop, we added 1 extra. Darn. I guess we'll have to go to 80. There we go. And then Great Xing sides with us. Big nice. And we'll see, what do you want? Open market? Open marina market. Well, that's kind of silly, but okay. Oh, France is putting in there. That's no good for us. We will have to try and match them, I think. So we're going to promote up this guy. Mobilize these guys as well. And we're going to need to recruit another guy. So we are pretty keen on doing this multi-landing. This guy's assigned. He's Italian. He's defensive. We're going to promote him. This guy's assigned. He's Ethiopia. We'll not promote him. Italian. Defensive. We're going to promote this guy. We're kind of going to promote as needed. But we're adding so many more battalions, we're probably going to need quite a bit. 'Cause I think we have some guys in the Occitania HQ. Just here. We might delete those. Oh, no, they're not. Okay, it's from the mobilization of the conscripts. Russia sides. We will see. Maybe we just station this guy over in Russia to prevent pushes, and we'll just promote him several times. think I like this. And so we've gotten... The board is set. And we have a little bit of extra maneuvers. And so we could use this to go for war reparations. We could also use it to liberate some of these boyos. Could go after liberate Corsica as well. I'm gonna need to see how they feel after this. Could also just give in. Not really planning on that. Weird inflection point. We could also just try and really go after Germany, you know, to limit their power. We could even... Could we try and limit... Maybe if we release Prussia, we can find a different looking thing. Like someone who's really big. Bohemia's big. Galicia, that sounds big. We could liberate Israel? I did not realize. That's not going to be the play, but I didn't even realize we could do that. We could liberate Lombardia. Alright, there's liberate Prussia. That's going to be our play. So de-giga this Germany, if you will. And we will need, I think, a bit more arms industries. So we're just going to add 10 onto Apulia. We're going to add 10 on Savoy here for that. We're putting it at the back of the queue. But it should be relatively hard for them to push into this. And we have everyone on defensive because, of course, we are going to make progress through landings. And we are going to recruit another general in the Italy HQ. And I think we'll use this guy. This guy, and then recruit another admiral as well. Oh baby, do we want to recruit another admiral? This guy's popular, which is always nice. He's not a bandit, which is also always nice. I guess we could quad land pretty effectively here with what we got. This guy's Italy HQ. How come I have these guys with like 4 units in them and Italy HQ has unassigned units? Are those conscripts that are unassigned? It must be unassigned conscripts. Interesting. Will's the future, it's not the children. Oop. Forgot we might want to put in over there. If nobody's on these fronts when the war starts, we will push into them. Or actually, we might just reassign guys, actually. Yeah, that 130 stack's going to be able to hold forever. So why don't we put this to push into here in the US? We'll put this on this front. And probably just look to land Beijing. If we want to enforce on that. They're still confident. Relative level of mobilizations plus 22, so we are in for a tough one, but I think that we can just... They have to land Shikoku, and I think they might try and push through. Do have guys coming on over. We are a little bit vulnerable here at home. But I think the fact that we are just sitting and defending on trench is going to make this work out for us. We'll promote this guy. He's from Ethiopia. Not ideal. We don't have our Ethiopia troops, too much of them. just do that as well. Now we're losing money, but we've rapidly added a ton of military as well. You know, coming on up to... Well, we're going to be over 1k battalions. So we're going to have a larger army here in a second. Yeah, now we have more mobilized battalions, although a big chunk of that is the fact that these guys just have more battalions. So we're going to try and get a landing off. Ooh, we mobilized a bunch of battalions. Do we have... No, we're not using anything good. So we're going to switch all these PMs. We will be incurring the penalties for that, but I forgot we did not have any good PMs. Wow, did we really just, like, binked 1100? So beautiful. Okay, so I think what we're going to try and do is... We need to enforce on France, but I think Germany is going to be the more important enforcement. And so maybe we land Pomerania, and that will be sufficient. So we're going to try to do that. We're just going to quad land here. I think our navy can get through them either way, like even without the quad landing, but I think that the quad landing will also give us a really quick push. Fabrizio. And maybe we can make friends with Prussia, and Prussia will maybe be doing something. We'll see. Looks like Russia's trying to push in. And let's take a pause and see how things are. Okay, so we have... We're trying to help push into here. Not ideal. But we are going to get a landing on Russia, or Germany. I believe this was an Austria-formed Giga Germany, so their capital is unfortunately in Austria. But I think we just need to take Prussian dirt to enforce on them, so we're going to try and do that. Looks like we're in good shape there. Take the Uni's throughput. Notably not accrued any infamy since we started this chain. I do not think we want to do this. We're currently starting to lose a lot of money. How are we doing on these? We are not doing too hot. We are getting pushed. Well, unfortunately, Japan does not have the best PMs. We are going to recruit another general, and we are going to put them there. On defense. And we have to keep in mind that, man oh man, do these guys have some booty PMs that they're winding up. I'd forgotten that we did not have all this kind of sorted as well as we should have. Bit unfortunate. We might try and land France here on Beijing. Probably better to just land the capital, but... Okay, we get assembly lines. I think we might turn these on in the capital. We notably have really cheap oil, so let's turn these on in the capital. I think furniture actually has the most efficient assembly line, but we'll just turn on furniture and tools here in the capital. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to push into us there. Looks like we're bleeding a little bit more of them than they are of us, which is of course the goal. Hopefully they don't land Shikoku, because then we'll have to re-land it. And we get in here, and man is it beautiful. It looks like we're not going to win on that front, but we are going to push real quick here and gain a lot of ground before we switch to defensive. So it'll be hopefully a quick enforcement on Germany. Famous last words. What is this about? Why are you defending? Where'd you get moved from? This is bad. So this guy got moved from a different front, and now he's defending this front. I think he got moved from... Yeah, he got moved from here. Well, maybe it's not bad. Maybe we just push with this guy now? I really hate the way stuff auto-moves sometimes, but we'll have him push into this. I think we can win that, even though it's trench v trench. We are going to get pushed back a little bit here. But once our landing fails, I think we're going to take the same guy who's landing here, this senor, and we are going to land here in Beijing against France, and maybe be able to seal that up. Just look to get rid of some of these fronts. We're notably pushing over here. Oil's the future, it's not the children. That joke never gets old. For me. You guys have to suffer it every time, though. We will... man, we need to build out some of these resources a little bit. Alright, let's just take a look. Chem plant's looking relatively good. We're going to look for places that are close to home that we can 51, and we're just going to do that. And we're going to also do glassworks. We kind of already did that a little bit. Going to keep doing it, I suppose. Oh, this is travesty that it's not going to 51. So we'll just put that in. Looking for ones that are closer to home that are incorporated territory. I think this one. Not sure exactly where this is. Amhara. Oh, now I am. That, of course, is in New Italy. Alright, did our landing fail yet? Not yet. This one's gonna fail soon, though. A little bummer we still get a battle versus 1k guys, but this is gonna be able to push in pretty quick. Maybe we might as well set this strategic objective to be Austria, so that way they push in that direction, but I don't think we're gonna get too much done that way. And maybe we don't want to land here. Maybe we stand this guy down. Send him back to the Ethiopia front. And then we look to double or triple land into... Let's recruit another general. Into Italy. Oh, jeez. I hate this cap, man. We are at capped. Oh, they're really going to push in here? That's unfortunate. But we are bleeding a lot of them, because we are fighting like all defensive battles. So they have used up 1.2. They've used up... they've lost 51% of the battles, which is scaling it, and they've lost an enormous amount of their army. And we lost a much smaller proportion. Now we might switch to defense here. I wish you could queue what you were, but you can't, so we gotta watch these ones a little bit carefully. But we have 2 people ready to do a landing, so we're probably gonna be landing into France. Just a moment, we're just waiting for these battles to finish so we can switch our guys to defense. And we're just gonna defend these fronts and then get another landing. This is how you fight the trench v trench wars. You do not try and push trench into trench. That is a suicide mission. Just gotta keep a close eye, because both these battles are almost done. This one, I think, will kill this front, and they'll all just be on the same front. And we'll set them all to defend, but we'll actually set a couple of these guys back home. Or we'll... yeah. We will send them back. Alright, so it looks like that front doesn't get eliminated. So we will set all these guys on defense instead. Oop, that guy is still involved in a battle. Alright, so we get a little bit of push there. And so we'll set these guys on defense now, because they are starting to get a bunch of guys in. And good luck taking our dirt. We've a hard-won dirt. We might not be able to push into this, but we have to keep an eye on this. And so I guess we'll just be double landing. Now we would land with a little bit more juice. Is there a place where we have a general that isn't really important? No. Wow, this is a little bit of a breakaway for them. If we could recruit another general, we would. We'll move this guy over here. He's going to be slow. Which leaves just Luigi? I mean, we'll try a naval invade with Mr. Luigi. You're our only hope. This one probably won't work, but there's not really a front I want to pull off of. I guess I can pull off of this, but I think that we do want to try and keep things together on these fronts as well. And so, yeah. Also notably, our conscripts are adjusting. They're getting better as they get used to the PMs, and also as they fully conscript up. It will become, all these battles will get a little bit easier. And we are, we definitely need more autos, so we're going to find a, we are going to find a motor industry somewhere that's like level 51 plus-ish. Savoy, let's switch this one on to, oh, that is our auto one. Indian Timbuktu, no. Campania, no. We kind of want to find a smaller level one. Maybe this is Amelia level 52. We're going to swap this to automobile production, which will hopefully fix that problem of our shortage. Now, where are you located? Hokkaido, Kanto. Was it because he's on the wrong side of the island? That's not ideal. Maybe we just have to abandon there? I mean, if we want to... We can't abandon ship. We could even come over to this front and try and push into them. He's offensive. Or we could just give up Hokkaido. We don't want to eat the attrition. I think we just move this guy over here and we let them eat Hokkaido. But that's not Shikoku, so... Looks like we're getting a push in through here. And I'm sure Germany kind of wants this to be over. I do believe we have one war goal on Germany. Liberate Prussia. Yep, that's a big one. Okay, so now I think we can even think about pushing into this. Because we have double the guys. We have relatively good generals. Oh, why is it minus 55? Do we have just no supply? We have like no supply here. Actually, we will set to defend. And we will set a couple of these guys. Escort the convoys here. Look to get those guys resupplied. Is this our naval landing? No, it's not. They're not making much progress. They did make a little bit of progress here, but they're paying for it quite a bit here. Looks like we're pushing on both sides now here. And we will be pushing them out of there. We do have to be wary of them landing Ethiopia, because that will brick our guys. Looks like we're going to get a landing attempt here. Not sure if this is going to be successful or not, but we'll see. I mean, we could send one of these guys back as well. We got a battle. We still got that big battle. It's almost over. Looks like we will get a push off, and then we'll set this guy to defend. And then we can re-land with these other guys. So if this landing fails, we'll double land. with landings that could get on, you know, on their own even. So I think this will be good. Just gotta watch this guy. Doesn't look like they're pushing here. It looks like they're just pushing up north. And we'll just eat that for a little bit. Don't want to suddenly lose some war support. We're getting an exhaustion tick of... They're getting minus 3.8. So we really want to get on their capital, though, because I do think... Can they enforce on us? They can. So time is, to some extent, of the essence. We don't want Equatorial Bantu Uprising trade agreement. Yeah, we have a ton of defense, though. They're not getting... Oop. Yeah, baby. So we're gonna set here. Isle de France as the objective. Unfortunately, we get kind of the worst landing ever, but we'll promote this guy once. And then we're probably gonna need to stick him on defense and use this guy. Can this battle be over? Really, really, really wish you could queue what you want your generals to do, because it would prevent this game, like, play pattern where you literally just sit and you wait. Yeah, we gotta get in on their capital. I think this will unite the fronts. Did it not? Wow, that's grim that it didn't. We're really hoping for that, because we want to use these guys to do a landing. Alright, so we're gonna have him stand by. This is somehow one front, so we'll have this guy stand by. How's this one front? Ooh, that's how. This guy involved in a battle. God, the guys get auto-moved too. It's so disgusting, man. So we're gonna try and land again with our 60 stack up here. Sugmondu. And one of these guys, Antonio de Thomas. Which hopefully this front can hold it together, but it probably not. We're gonna switch this guy. Move him over here. We'll set this guy to defense as soon as we can. Of course, we would love to be able to queue setting him to defense, but you can't. Looks like we should maybe be able to push this battle. I don't know. We have to roll well probably on that. We get 2 more landings in there, maybe. And they can't enforce because they have taken a piece of Shikoku, it looks like. Yeah, this guy has no... He's got a... We're gonna stand him down. That sucks. He's got no attrition or whatever, so we'll just move him over here. They're trying... What are they trying to white piece? No, they want to do something like that. I don't think we want that. We're not quite below 0, although Japan can just capitulate. Ooh, looks like USA is actually getting in here, too. We've managed to hold France here, but not USA. A little bit of a tense situation. We really need these landings to get in. gonna find if there's like anyone else that we can spare. Francesco, this guy? Vite something? We don't want to break a front. Where's this guy? West Pomerania? We can't do the West Pomerania, but we can do the Sardinia front guy. So, Giose. We'll use this guy to try and land. I think we are enforcing on them faster. We're getting... Oop, the exhaustion's actually very similar. So hopefully we can get a decent push off here. Looks like they might be... Okay, nothing's on Great Shing. This guy's not ideal. Let's see if they will take... God, we want to liberate Occitania more than anything else, and we'll give up Shikoku to liberate Occitania pretty handedly, but we have to, of course, wait until this is over, because you cannot renegotiate peace deals. Well... Russia wants their thing enforced, but they haven't even really done that much. So... Nah. Looks like we are going to get another landing in. But, might be a little too late. Somehow we haven't, Hardware Plastics is going to be big nice. I think that we want this guy back at home, and we're going to move him to here. We're going to turn on Hardware Plastics. Houseware Plastics, rather. We want to get Liberate Occitania. Have we dusted this up yet? No, we haven't. Alright, we get another landing, but it unfortunately is not kind of in the position we wanted it. I'm gonna try landing with this Antonio de Thomas guy again. From here. Why, what? Oh, that's so stupid. Why was Release Prussia not in there? Why did they get to wipe peace out? Because Japan wasn't in? Or because China wasn't in? That wasn't part of the Chinese war goal thing, though. The Chinese war goal was return Beijing. You might want to stick all these guys on push. Have guys just been getting reassigned? Oh, all the German guys got reassigned. Okay. Actually, we'll just put all the offensive planners over there on push. And not the defensive guys. This guy's both, actually. I mean, Liberate Occitania is the important one, but this is a little bit disappointing. It's actually incredibly disappointing. Because we were really hoping that Release Prussia would give us another chance at like a big great power ally. I think we are improving relations with them though. Maybe we can get it done. Maybe we could just occupy a little bit of Occitania as well. I probably should have read where he was at. But we have way, way, way bigger military now. Because it's just US and Ooh, are they coming in? Looks like we're doing alright. So that'll be good. No one's here, so we're just gonna push. They're all moving over there. Guys should get reassigned to something like over there. And hopefully we get enough guys. Yeah, I mean, maybe we can enforce? I don't know. Let's see. Russia's not going to accept this. Man, Russia's just crimping their style. Russia also... We defended their front when Germany was trying to push it. Maybe we shouldn't have, because we don't really care about enforcing their war goal. But we are going to get... I just think it's going to be too late by the time we occupy Cap. Let's move this guy over here to deal with that. Let's move this guy. He's in a battle. Scandinavian trade agreement? Sure. I mean, we have a bunch of landings coming in. What do these guys want to try? Nope. We're not going to open Marina Market. We can invite them to the customs union. Big, nice. I guess we can stop bankrolling them, or maybe we can even protectorate them. Actually, I don't think we can, so we're just going to stop bankrolling. I guess we'll check all of our bankrolls here. Get a trade agreement. Can customs union him. Bengal, we can just stop bankrolling. We've been able to protectorate Switzerland, but maybe now we do it. And then we'll damage relations and stop bankrolling. Why are we damaging relations? Oh, so we can annex them. Got it. So this will be a little bit of a push. Oh, it is very little bit of a push. I'm gonna set all these guys to push. Just a last-ditch effort. Maybe we occupy a little bit of Occitania. Then they're willing to limit. Who's even holding Shikoku, which is the war goal, right? Nobody. Why is it that they're able to enforce this? Shouldn't they have to have Shikoku? They don't have any of our capital. They don't have Shikoku. Maybe because they held it for a hot second? I mean, we got all this industry to, like, crank up to. Oh, that's too much, whatever. Not a big deal. Homie. Just see what's kind of good. Glassworks are pretty good. These are looking decent. We haven't touched these in a while, so let's get some 51s in. That one's too close, even though it's not incorporated. We'll just send it in. Ooh, we are floating a ton of excess bureaucracy. We can also increase institutions a bit. And I guess incorporate some states. Something like this. Actually, probably just all of them, huh? At least all these guys. Do we have a continuous railroad from here? No, we don't. That'd be nice. Big nice. God, we barely took any dirt, man. Did we at least get Isle de France in that? Or just outside of it? Literally just not any of it. I mean, France won't go for that either. Let's trade agreement with them. We actually also will activate all of our conscripts everywhere so we get a slower tick. We should have done this forever ago, but small brain Peter didn't think of it earlier. Which of course will be very expensive because they have full weapons, but we don't mind eating some of that. Let's see if they still have the same alliance matrix anyways. They still have an alliance with France, but only with France now, not with the US. Yikes. Gonna land with Gyose. So this will get their capital, but I think it's going to be too late. Such a... Man, you can have so much momentum in a war, and just because... I honestly don't think they should be allowed to enforce on us at this point as well, because they don't control the war goal, which is a part of the war. Japan's in here. Right? They don't control the war goal, they don't control our capital. I don't understand why they can take it. A little bit of an asinine war, if you ask me. If Russia gives up here, though, that maybe we can get this. No, probably not. Russia's almost willing. Oh, this is so dumb. Force. Alright, let's try improving relations with them. Do you still want to be belligerent? Yeah, they still want to be belligerent. And they took Shikoku, which is big sad. We also wanted to annex these guys at some point, which is why we're damaging relations. And so now it's less stuff to annex. Although I suppose it's less infamy for us to pay as well. All of our commanders being enforced on. Big sad. For relations. Of course, we still have pretty negative relations. I mean, we're gonna take a look here and then decide whether or not I think that this is an endeavor that's worth trying to continue, just to try and get the achievement here. But I'm guessing it's not. Because this is the only alliance matrix we can insert ourselves into very easily. We can try and do Great Britain, Russia. But everybody hates our guts. I think you have to try and nurse this achievement a little bit more from the start. And, you know, we only have... I mean, we have 27 years to try and go for it. But I think that... we just have no alliance and we have nothing set up. We haven't accrued any infamy in forever. 1100 battalions looks so nice, though. With Sigmund Freud at the friggin' helm. Let's go, baby. He's colonial administrator? Come on, where's the syphilis? Give us syphilis, not colonial administrator. But, I mean, our market is uber caked up here. Let's just check our bankrolls. Still thinking about it, but I'm thinking that we're not going to continue with this endeavor. there another way to get in on a different alliance matrix? Like, so I think that, like, for example, Hijaz has an alliance with Jabal Shamar, but the problem is these guys will never be involved in a fight, so we can't join to play against them. Whereas GPs are consistently involved in fights, right? So if this GP is like allied with the UK, well, UK is not even here, but we get in on the wrong alliance matrix. Maybe are these guys? No, they just all hate our guts. It'd be France plus X, but France hates us. We should have just backed down and given them Shikoku. I think releasing Occitania won't help either. Yep, I think that's it. I think that's it on this endeavor. It's a bit unfortunate. I don't think if we won that war it would have made a difference either, really. I was thinking maybe if we liberated Occitania, we wouldn't have a border with them, so maybe we'd have less of a border. I think Rhone is actually not part of Occitania. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one.